Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between Newbee and Team Braveheart for the I-League Season 2. Newbee, of course, being the team that won the International 4. So I guess they are our current world champions, aren't they? And then we got Team Braveheart, which we took a look at the game of this last time. Sadly, they didn't win, if I remember correctly, but they still played well. So it's gonna be an interesting match, right? I'm very curious to see how this plays out. And most importantly, I actually want to watch a game of Newbee. I have not seen anything from these guys ever since the International. I just haven't. It's probably because I mostly follow the Western scene and there haven't been that many Chinese teams involved in that. But I haven't seen anything from Newbee. Nothing at all. And the I-League, of course, is a Chinese tournament from what I can tell. So, you know, let's go ahead and watch some Newbee. These guys are, of course, the ones that came up with the whole death ball push strat. So, some people call them a fraud for winning TI4 because it seemed like they didn't, like, explicitly outplay their opponent as much as they just knew how to abuse the patch better. And as a result, they just did that and then won the game. Now, of course, I, at the time, didn't agree with that, and even today, I still don't agree with that. I think strategy is a huge part of Dota, and Newbee just was better at strategy than the other teams. It's really that simple. Now, it's going to be interesting to see them play on, I believe this is 6.82, not 6.83 yet, though I'm not quite you know what, we can actually go ahead and just take a quick look. Oh, don't look at that. 17th at 14.4. So this was actually like very recently. Like, wait, what date is today? I don't think, you know, this is the 18th. I don't think this is 6.83. This is 6.83. 6.82. Also, I hope you didn't look at the spoiler thingy. I didn't. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know the scores. I just look. The only reason why I opened it up is because I want to see how long the games are. That's what I care about, because nobody wants to watch a stomp. But anyway, I hope you didn't. Please, I clicked it away quickly, so I'm gonna blame you for that. If you spoiled yourself, that's really your own fucking fault. Anyway, so let's take a look at the teams, shall we? We've got the Phantom Assassin and the Skywrath Mage. Actually, it seems an Ogre Mage at the bottom as well. Doom. Wait, Doom is also going bottom. I think Doom is probably gonna take the mid though, or maybe the Phantom Assassin. I don't know. Based on the Phantom Assassin's items, I would guess that she's going into the side lane though. The top, we've got an Elder Titan, who is most certainly going to be offlaning, gonna put down a sword. I wonder if this actually even attempts to block the camp, or if he just gives up on that and this is a purely defensive ward only supposed to keep him alive. Now, on the other side, we got a Silencer Vengeful Spirit Axe tri-lane, which is manly as shit, with a Phoenix solo top and a Morphling in the mid. Now, I'm very interested in seeing how the Phoenix plays out. This, of course, is one of the newer heroes that is allowed to be played in Captain's mode, him and the Broodmother. Broodmother has been making quite a splash. Broodmother is very powerful indeed. I think we can all agree with that, but not quite sure about Phoenix yet, but he was picked up here and we're gonna see how this goes down. And there's this tree here. So is this 6.83? This tree is only supposed to be here in the 6.83. I don't know. Anyway, Skywrath Mage gonna get initiated up on Axe, gets the big taunt, and Skywrath gonna be the first blood. And actually it seems that Ogre Magi and Doom might, no, not against the haste. So, yeah, big first blood coming out for Braveheart right here. And they're gonna take it and they're gonna appreciate it. That's for sure. Getting the taunt first, of course, was a reaction to the situation at hand. Now, considering the haste runes spawned at minute 0, this is 6.82, not 6.83. Because in 6.83, only bounty runes spawn at minute 0. So, even though this tree is here, this is a visual bug, there's no actual tree here. Okay, just keep that in mind. There's no tree. This is not real. The tree is a lie. So yeah. Anyway, it appears that actually Doom is gonna be down here, and we've got the Phantom Assassin in the mid instead. Gotta admit, I like that lane a lot more. I feel like Phantom Assassin can't really do much against the Sven. And yeah, neither can the Doom, but Doom is not really a hero that gets shot down, so he won't suffer too much. And it should be okay for him. Also, Doom does have a bit of, you know, AoE damage going around with his Scorched Earth. So, I think this is a better lane for them. Though, then again, going up against the Sansa, Phantom Assassin would be better against the Sansa. I think that's for certain. But, you know, then again, I feel like Phantom Assassin is also better against Morphlings, since she can't just get the casual point into the blur. And probably gonna max it out, actually. A lot of people tend to max it these days. So yeah, I like these lanes. I think that this is gonna work out well for them. At the same time, I could also make a point, very much make a point for sending the Phantom Assassin to the bottom. But I also don't think all of this is really that important, right? Like, okay, yeah, maybe this hero might be better off in that and blah 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 blah. Does it really matter though? No, probably not. It's probably gonna be fine either way, right? It's probably gonna work out no matter how they go about this one. Actually, Scarf Mage gonna get stunned up right here. They don't really have a good way of initiating though. This is of course the big weakness of Axe. Axe needs to be very close to get an initiation, right? And if he isn't close, then he just won't get it. He simply won't. And that's why you need the Blink Dagger. If you don't oh, what happened up here? Oh, Banana coming in, sniping down the courier. That's pretty. I like that. Ah, that's really well done. Okay. So that's actually worth a lot of money. If we go ahead and, you know, you see that? That is the courier. Whatever. I don't know. I care about these little things a lot. I know that most of you are like, stop it. Stop with these tiny little insignificant things. But that's what makes Dota cool. Don't you get it? It's about these minute details. They're like, it's these very, very almost, you know, ridiculously small plays that decide games, and that's what I love about this game. I think that's great. Anyway, it seems that this bottom lane just turned into as a very suicidal lane, right? They just kind of gave up on it. They're gonna have to Doom in the jungle instead, which I am not quite sure if I like that too much. I guess that mostly stems from the problem they have with the Silencer. He's now level 3, and Curse of the Silent is very, very potent against Doom, since he doesn't really have a good way of cancelling that. All of his abilities got very long cooldowns, and he doesn't really have that much mana anyway, right? So, just doesn't work out that well for him. Also, these are apparently Ancients again. Please, I am very sorry about this. I can't change it. This is something that you gotta blame Volvo for. This replay is 1 day old and it's bugged as shit. I really can't change it though. So I am very sorry about that. I hope you don't mind too much. Also keep in mind, this is not a real tree. This tree is a 6.83 tree. It doesn't actually exist. Anyway. I don't know if the tree is really gonna come in though. Like if there was a Timbersaw in this game, then for certain. But this is actually a huge buff to Timbersaw. I know this doesn't seem that important, but it really is. This tree right here is a huge buff to Timbersaw. It's not huge, I wouldn't say that, but it's actually like quite significant. I feel like that's something that will come into play quite often. It's really not something you can disregard. But right now the game is a lot more calm. They're looking to maybe go for the Ogre Magi right here, but not gonna happen, not without the Vengeful Stun. That's really like the best initiation tool. Now, I think Ogre Magi is gonna probably be the one to take the farm down here. Yeah, seems like it. Or they're just splitting it, yeah, trying to get as many last hits as they can. All of that is fine, right? The cool thing about this lane is Scarf Mage can stay very far in the back, and he's a very quick hero, making him difficult to kill, obviously. And at the same time, Ogre Magi is super fucking tanky. I think Ogre Magi is the most tanky hero in the game. At level 1. Right, of course, like, we can't factor items into that, but he's got an incredible strength gain, right, 3.2, he starts out with an amazing HP pool, and he starts out with like 7 armor, which is ridiculous, and he's got a higher HP region than most other heroes. So, yeah, Ogre Magi is super fucking tanky, and just having him in the lane is gonna work out well for them, I think. Here we go with the Curse of the Silent again. Yeah, it's the absolute worst to go up against. It really is. And at the very least, Scarf Mage can deal with it. Oh my god, the spin immediately coming out on Banana. 2 spins, 3 spins. Axe is gonna go down right here though. Yeah, they're gonna be able to turn this one around. That's a quick kill for How? Doom. Or TP'd in. Which is of course fantastic. Like, that's how you've gotta play that, right? Even if you're jungling, why not have a TP? It's definitely gonna work out for you. But I don't think he actually was in the jungle. It seemed like he just came back from the Bell. So, yeah. Also, apparently, you know, I've been hanging out on Reddit. I don't know why I do that, by the way. I have no idea why I keep hanging out on Reddit, because Reddit doesn't even like me, right? It's just like, it's not even a fun place, but whatever, that's fine. Right, I just have been reading, and something people have been criticizing, like some casters do, is they use edge pan to zoom across the map, and I do that, so I want to get away from that, right? I want to use this instead, but the problem with that is that I constantly need to press the middle mouse button, which my fingers, I'm not quite sure they're gonna appreciate that all too much. I might need to assign another key for that, but this is really nice, right? The smooth camera, I think, is fantastic. So yeah, anyway, I know that's very insignificant, not really relevant to the match, but the match is very calm, right? It's just people farming up. There's nothing very interesting going on, except for Moo getting some crits on the Morphling right here. Oh, actually, talking about the Morphling, he's gonna get murdered right here, it seems. No, he waveforms back in, and the Phantom Assassin is going to go down. Morphling only barely survives, and is now gonna be able to turn us around. Yep, not Phoenix. What's his name? Scarf Mage also goes down. That's gonna be the end of that encounter. Rabbit wants to come in, but that's not gonna be enough. I ain't getting anything done like that. Now, I don't know if you noticed in that fight, but Scarf Mage was actually really slow on his silence, or they didn't coordinate it properly. If you want to kill this Morphling, they very much can, right? Yes, I know, Morphling is difficult to kill. Does not really matter here. I think they can definitely do it, right? They can take down this Morphling, no problem. But what they have to take care of is that they get the instant silence on the Morphling. They do have that ability because they got Scarf Mage, right? It's an instantaneous silence ability. So as long as the Scarf Mage is the first to initiate, runs in, silences him up, then the Morphling can't morph to strength, which of course means that you can't just kill him, right? A Morphling that does not have, you know, all that morph shit going on, and he's just not gonna be able to defend himself at all. He's gonna die, and they would have gotten the kill. But they didn't do it properly. And of course a big reason to that is, as soon as the Morphling sees a gang squad coming, he should really turn on the morph strength immediately, right? He shouldn't wait at all, because of exactly what I just described. They got instantaneous silence, and it is a long silence at that. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. It's actually one of the few ways of stopping a Morphling from morphing to strength. You can't stun him up and stop him, right? That doesn't do anything. But you can't silence him. If he's silenced, he can't morph. Actually not true. He cannot activate to morph, right? But he can morph if he's already got it active. And, no, you know, that's what just happened there. So, well, just a little bit of a mistake. It didn't, actually was a pretty big mistake in the end, you know. It didn't work out for them at all. Something I think is highly interesting. This Elder Titan is actually leading the creep score. That is crazy. This guy is doing great. Now, something about Elder Titan. Elder Titan is incredible against Morphling, because Morphling tends to rely on his agility to give him armor, right? And he doesn't really have that much HP, so most of his survivability comes from having a lot of armor and, you know, trying to kill people before they kill you, and being a little elusive with his ultimate and his waveform. Now, that doesn't really work against an Elder Titan though, because first of all, he's gonna sleep you. So you ain't doing shit anymore, right? You're just kind of, you can't wait for him, you're just stuck there. Secondly, and it's actually much bigger, he takes all base armor away. And base armor is armor gained from agility, armor gained through stats, and of course your base armor from the very beginning. Very similar to base damage, it's actually exactly the same. And as a result, Elder Titan just breaks through all of the defenses of the Morphling immediately. And then Phantom Assassin, she just needs to hit him twice. And he's gonna go down. But at the same time, Morphling can't really build an Assault Cuirass or something, right? That just isn't quite an option for the guy. Seems they managed to get another kill on the Phantom Assassin right here. But Morphling just cannot build an Assault Cuirass, right? He's got other items. He wants that shotgun. He wants this BKB, maybe a Lincoln's. I wonder what he's going for right here. He hasn't really shown us much of anything. There's nothing on the courier. Doesn't seem like he's actually doing that well. He's got 30 last hits. His net worth is very low, actually. It's barely 3k. So he's just not doing well. And this is actually like all he's got right now. Which sucks. Like, let me be completely honest, this is terrible for I would not be happy with that, right? If I'm playing Morphling and I ran into the mid lane against the Phantom Assassin and this is what I end up with, I would not be happy with that at all. That is not acceptable farm. Now, at the same time, of course, yeah, you're playing against one of the best players in the world, right? This fucker won TI4. I get it. But just to give you some feel of like how bad he's doing. He's just doing horrible. And I think that's going to come into play. And as you can see right here, like Rabbit on the Elder Titan, he's just zoning him out perfectly. He's got a Soul Ring, he's got his Mecha, he's got Tranquil Boots. He's just keeping him away. Every single time he gets anywhere near the lane, he's got himself an Astro Spirit in his face. And not much he can do. Not much he can do. So we got a smoke right now. Axe actually got his Blink Dagger. They're gonna go for Moo. A Silence coming out as well. Taunt on Moo right here. But we also got a bit of a gank at the bottom. Silencer used his ultimate to to defend himself and also secure the kill on Moo, which is kind of fantastic. Now Doom is coming in, but they can't really do anything about this. So that was a great kill on the Phantom Assassin, which is really important because she's doing well. But Phantom Assassin is doing well. And actually, if we take, like... Oh, Blink on Rabbit right here. No Doom coming out on the Axe. I don't know if they're gonna get this. Oh, Splitter, yeah, that's not gonna hit anything. And it seems like Carrot is gonna be end up being just fine. God, Rabbit, Carrot. Get some different names, you people. Is this really it? Right? Like how I guess, non-Chinese people, like, tattoo Chinese letters all across their body, and it's just like, this means hope. Like, is that what they are doing? Did somebody tell them, this means glorious fighting god? And it's just Carrot. Like, is that what's happening here? I would not be surprised at all. Silencer, in the meantime, gets picked off at the bottom. A rest for the wicked. Coup de grace, 227 damage. I didn't even know that it showed that. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's actually really neat. But yeah, these names are kind of funny. Rabbit. I don't know, maybe this guy just really liked 8 Mile. Which is a good movie. Axe, in the meantime, another haste rune. This fucker, he's just so lucky. Well, they would have gotten that kill too, but it's actually interesting. I think that Axe is the one leading the net worth on their team. Didn't see that coming. Like, he wasn't doing incredibly well in the laning phase. He actually got killed twice, I believe. Yeah, got picked off twice. So he managed to recover just fine. And that's a cool thing about Axe, right? Like, you can definitely, once you get the blink going, he is beefy. Like, he actually, yeah, he's got a 2.2 agility gain. So he's got a lot of armor going for himself. He's got a decent amount of strength, right? And he's got good base stats as well. And just a few items, and you got a really, really tanky hero. And then you just go from there, right? You already deal a lot of damage with the spin, you execute people. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with the guy if you just get a Blink Dagger. And it seems he's now working towards an Aghanim's or a Bloodstone. I'm not quite sure which one it is. It could really be both. I think Aghanim's is fine. So is Bloodstone, honestly. But I gotta admit, I'm not a huge fan of either. Now, Rabbit is gonna get initiated on, but they're just gonna leave it at that. I ain't getting that kill anytime soon. And a silence somewhere used. Just to prevent any sort of further initiation in the mid lane. But that was a bit of a hasty one, I think. Like, there wasn't actually any way this would have escalated any further. And now he's gonna get jumped. Moo goes in. Yeah. A quick pick-off. And he goes down to the Scarif Mage's ultimate. So, I'm not quite sure what that silence was about. I feel like he feared there were gonna be more heroes in the mid lane, but then again, like, they were very far back, and I just didn't see much of a way they could have escalated. Doom doesn't have Blink yet. Ogre Magi doesn't have one. Doesn't seem like he's gonna go for one, honestly. Scarif Mage, of course, he won't be able to help you out that quickly. And, I don't know, it just seems a bit rushed, honestly. I'm not a big fan of that silence. I felt like that was a bit unfortunate. Meantime, Doom is gonna get stunned up and executed on the spot. So that was a pretty big kill. Doom, of course, leading the net worth chart means that with the comeback mechanic, with the bounce back mechanic of 6.82, he is worth a lot of gold. And as you can see, right, it's a decent amount. Nothing too crazy, but it's, just for one kill, it's pretty solid. And of course, Doom is leading the net worth because Doom, like, that is the reason why. He's got a Midas, he's got the Devour. Doom leads net worth charts. That's what he does. Sorry. That's where he belongs. Doom belongs at the top. Seems we got a top push going on. Oh, the Elder Titan. He wants to sleep. He wants to sleep. Gets it on 2 heroes. But one of them gets cancelled immediately. Doom used on the axe. He goes down instantly. And that's going to be a pickup from the Phoenix as well. They're going to try to chase down the Morphling, who finally manages to grab himself some power threads. And you're just going to waveform away from this. Now, poor old Vengeful Spirit will definitely get picked off. And that's a 3-4-0, I think. They used a bunch of big ultimates, but then again, you know, if you get 3 kills for that, that's definitely worth it. And just a bit of a side note. Just came off cooldown. I'm just saying. That's a pretty powerful ultimate. I don't want to hate on the guy. I think the call he made was the right one, even though it was a mistake, right? Like, sometimes you make the right call, but it just was still a mistake. How does that work? Well, you know, you gotta work based off assumptions. You don't see the enemy team. You know, you use the ultimate just because, okay, if they are actually here, this could be a disaster, right? So let me just use this preemptively just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And that is a good call, right? You can't really argue with that. It's basically saying, okay, you know what? Let's just make sure we get out of there alive. I don't know if I need this, but if I use it, we are getting out alive for sure. Like, it's gonna be guaranteed, so that's what I'm going for. And that is not a bad decision. It just ended up being the case, and of course he couldn't notice that, no, there wasn't actually any need for that ultimate. There was no fodder on. So yeah. Phantom Assassin going for Battle Fury, it appears. I like that. I think Battle Fury is really neat on Phantom Assassin. Especially if you're not doing incredibly well early. You know, just get it at 20 minutes. And you're still gonna deal a lot of damage. That's a cool thing about Phantom Assassin, right? Like, Battle Fury, usually not the highest source of damage, right? Like, you don't buy it as a damage item. But on Phantom Assassin, she doesn't need that much at all. Like, 60 damage on her is a ton of damage. Like, that's very, very powerful. And then just go ahead and, you know, start farming, and you're gonna do quite well. Oh my god, that Phoenix ultimate used. She is going to go down. Silence cast as well. And the Phoenix, he wants to go for this. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. He's just gonna Icarus dive himself away from this. Axe going back in now. Goes on to Banana. Banana dropping really low. Vengeful stuns him up as well. And he's just gonna have to use the cast onto the creep wave. He will get out alive. And it seems that actually everybody survived this one. Except for the Phantom Assassin, of course. Well, that was a risky call, man. Phoenix now level 11 as well. He's got himself a mecha. Let's actually take a look at the items for a second. Seems that Sansa going for the Hand of Midas. I love this, by the way. I think if you're playing support Silencer, you have to get a Hand of Midas. Because this hero, his true power comes from Aghanim's Refresher, right? I think that's what makes Silencer good right now. If you get Aghanim's Refresher on this hero, he is ridiculous. He is game winning. Absolutely destroys anything. But you ain't getting that as a support unless you have a Hand of Midas. You're just not getting it. So even a 20-minute Hand of Midas on the Sansa, this is to secure that he will eventually get that Aghanim's Refresher, right? That's what this item is all about. It's not about, okay, I'm gonna have the Hand of Midas and then I'm gonna get like Orchid or something like that. I'm gonna turn into a carry. No. This is just to make sure he gets big ultimates. And you can see it right there, right? He didn't use it on the big creep. He doesn't care about levels. What he cares about is gold. He wants to get farm. And that's what the Hand of Midas is for. And of course, you can use the Hand of Midas for that, since it gives you reliable gold. Which is something supports don't have a lot of. Reliable gold, of course, being gold that you cannot lose through dying. Hand of Midas being the only item in the game that transfers creeps into reliable gold. And as a result, he's gonna end up having money. That will happen. And that is very, very important for the little guy. That's gonna, you know. I really think the Silencer's gonna play a big key in them winning this game. They are currently quite a decent amount ahead, right? Actually, no, they aren't. What the hell? They're just ahead in kills. Yeah, that's Doom for you. Now, I know Doom is leading the net worth and everything, but gotta keep in mind, Doom is just, like, that's what he does, right? He has a lot of money, and that's okay. That is fine. You gotta kind of, you know, think about him with having a little less money, because Doom also makes less use of the money. Like, he definitely makes use of the money, right? But he doesn't make as much use of it as a Phantom Assassin would. Though Aghanim is very powerful. Oh, the Earth Splitter on 2 heroes. Actually, only one. It's gonna connect on the Phoenix right here. Carrot is dropping now. He's dotted up, and he's dotted up heavy. But it actually seems like Bheart is gonna be able to escape from this. Doom coming back in. He doesn't have a Doom ready at all. It's gonna slow up the Vengeful Spirit. He got the level death, but it doesn't seem like he wants to actually go for anything right here. There just seems to be absolutely no commitment. Oh, the multicast! The multicast takes a kill. Carrot going back in, takes revenge for his fallen teammate. And now how? Next one in line gets executed as well. Carrot ain't done yet. He wants some more. He's ready. He's gonna jump. He's gonna go in. Hit him a few times, and the execute is coming. No, it's not. The silence prevents it, but the Scarlet Mage goes down nonetheless. And that's 3 kills, and actually maybe 4. Rabbit on the run. Curse of the Silent misses, and Move is just gonna fall back, continue farming up some more. That was a huge fight for Bheart, and if they are, yeah, they're gonna be ahead as soon as this updates, right? They have to be. That was incredible. Sleep coming out from the Elder Titan. Now this is a level 3 sleep now. Okay, it wasn't. It doesn't seem that long. It didn't seem that long earlier. Huh. Maybe before that fight it was on level 2 or something, because he didn't manage to line it up with the Earth Splitter properly. Which of course, like, once you reach level 3 with the silence, not the silence, the sleep, you can chain it perfectly, right? It got 4 seconds sleep, and this takes 3.14 seconds. So there's literally no way you're going to miss the Earth Splitter if you do it properly. That is unless, of course, the sleep gets cancelled, but you get the idea, right? So, I'm very interested in seeing what this Doom goes for. I don't like the Shadow Blade at all. I think Blink is infinitely better. I can see why he's getting it, right? It's mostly because Phoenix does a lot of spread damage and cancels Blinks. But at the same time, I still disagree. I still don't like it at all. I'm sorry. Taunt onto the Doom. I got some jumps and a lot of burn coming out. He's gonna go down immediately. Even a silence used to keep the 2 supports from Newbee away. Doesn't really matter that much, as Vengeful Spirit is gonna get picked off anyway. Phoenix sitting in the back, and the burn is only really connected with the Phantom Assassin. Stun does hit her, and now Carrot is on the run. Like, we've got another stun coming up. Actually, not even necessary. The multicast goes onto the Phoenix instead, and I'm not quite sure how fire hurts a Phoenix, but he goes down nonetheless, and that's a big fight for Newbee, taking a 3-for-1 exchange in their favor. Yeah, that was pretty important, and they're now gonna go in and push down this tower. And you can tell, so something that I think is actually very interesting is they've got money spread very evenly, right? They've got a lot of money on all of their heroes, except for maybe the Scarif Mage, but even the Ogre Magi is at 5.4k net worth. That is very solid, right? And he's got, wow, there's a lot of money saved up. I would not be too unhappy if he got himself a Blink Dagger right here. I would actually really like to see that. But at the same time, the Aghanims on the Ogre Magi is just, it's almost too good to pass up, right? So, he's probably gonna go for that. He could even get a Hand of Midas right here. Ah, no, that's not gonna happen. Hand of Midas on Ogre Magi, not that common. This guy actually gets a lot of money anyway, since he's got a tendency to live through the fights, being as motherfucking beefy as he is. But Blink Dagger, I think, would be nice. I would like to see that. But at the same time, Aghanims is an incredible item on an Ogre Magi, so feel free to get that one. I can definitely agree with that. So yeah, And, well, what else do we have? We've got a Dagon coming out from the Elder Titan, so that's pretty interesting. Doom, of course, he's still working towards his Aghanim's, so it's gonna take a little while. We've got a Phoenix with a Mecha and a Platemate, very beefy on the armor part. He's got 22 armor right now. And that's gonna end up being a Shiva, I'm guessing, right? The Shiva in combination with the ultimate is very, very powerful, keeps people in place and also makes it so they can't attack. I like that combo. I think that's really nice. Also looks pretty, like, it just looks pretty. It's just pretty, like, beautiful. Come on, it's like a Song of Fire and Ice incarnate. Like, it's great. Axe got himself an Aghanim's and is now going towards an Assault Cuirass? They could really change this around, right? It could be an Assault Cuirass on a Phoenix and a Shiva's Guard on the Axe instead. I have no idea which one it is. But if I had to guess, Axe would be the Assault Cuirass and Phoenix would be the Shiva's Guard. And then we've got the Vengeful, who is just supporting and warding and all of that. And as you can tell, Silencer, he's working towards the Aghanim's. Yeah, like we know what his item build is gonna end up being. There's no surprise regarding that. And then we got the Morphling, who managed to pick up a Lincoln's. I do like the Lincoln's this game, even though I don't usually like it all that much. While the Radiant got a lot of ways of cancelling that Lincoln's without using a big ability. I think Skywrath Mage's Q is probably the most obvious there. But they also got the Dagger, they've got the Ogre Magi spells, all of which got a low cooldown. I guess even level death, and of course any items they have. So that's going on, right? But then again, there's also Doom, and talking about Doom, Elder Titan goes down immediately. Now Newbee, Banana's gonna get chased down. Axe got a blink, goes for the taunt. They're gonna commit to this one. And they're gonna be able to secure the kill, but it's actually, you know, it's having them dive quite deep. And now it seems that's kind of an unfortunate pause, let me be honest. Okay, well, that's interesting. But, wait. Doom has got his Aghanim's now. He actually got the Doom on cooldown. It's kind of interesting. When did he use that? Huh. So he won't really be able to do a whole lot of anything. Oh, there we go. Well, Laser's still going strong right here. Actually, poor old Skywrath silenced up an illusion. And Carrot jumps onto the Phantom Assassin. They're gonna get this kill too. So that's a triple kill for the Axe. A lot of money coming out for him. Yeah, he's now really starting to take off for his team, and the only one that lived through that was Doom. And I don't even know if you could say that Doom lived through it. Like, Doom just lived. He wasn't even in the fight. Got his Aghanim's now, though. That's something we have to keep in mind, right? If he manages to get an Aghanim's silence on the Morphling's basically done. Right, he won't be able to do much of anything. If he gets it on the Axe, disables the spin, which is really important. Gets it on the Phoenix before he uses his ultimate, and what's the point of the Phoenix even? And actually, turns out he uses it on the Silence up top. No, it didn't even. He just hit him apparently. Wait, I want to take a look at this one. So there's a Silencer. Doom is running in. The burn already dealing a bit of damage, and he's just gonna hit him. Oh, yeah, okay. So Silencer was at the appropriate level for level death. That, of course, allows for a quick pick-off. Now, as I was talking about Morphling, right, I think the Lincoln is mostly a countermeasure to the Doom. And he will... Now, to make this Lincoln worthwhile, right, he absolutely has to get a BKB, right? There's no question about this. If he gets a BKB, the Lincoln is fine. If he does not get a BKB, the Lincoln's is the fucking most scrubbish item you could buy right here. Right? If he does not get a BKB, then he's just bad. He doesn't know what he's doing. But at the same time, while I'm saying that, he will absolutely get a BKB because he has to. Else this Lincoln does nothing for him. Right? He got it earlier than the BKB, so he can farm up. But without the BKB, this Lincoln is worthless. So he has to get one. And it seems that the Elder Titan is just upgrading the Dagon. So this may seem weird, right? Like, why would I get Dagon on Elder Titan? I think this item is just a... Well, shit, what do I buy on Elder Titan? I have so much money. I got a Hand of Midas. I got, like, all of this shit. What do I buy? And you gotta keep in mind that while the Astral Spirit usually is oh, actually I guess the Natural Order is mostly used to reduce physical armor, it also reduces magic resistance. So you put that spirit next to somebody, dagging them, that's a lot of burst. That is a lot of burst. That's very, very scary. So, you know, and especially on top of that, they even have the Skywrath Mage silence. That's crazy. Well, Phantom Assassin, that's just an illusion. Oh my god. That really just happened. Okay, we're gonna disregard that one. Did they just use the Silencer ultimate for a Phantom Assassin illusion? They thought it was real, obviously, but why did they just instantly cast the Silencer ultimate? I'm sorry, that is beyond me. You need to be careful with these. It's got a long cooldown and it's very, very important. They cannot fight without the Silencer ultimate. So right now, they are stuck, right? They have to wait until the next one is ready. That's scary, man. I'm not quite sure how this game is gonna go late. It can, you know, I think it's quite even. Quite even. But at the same time, I cannot possibly agree with that Silencer ultimate usage. Like, I could agree with the previous one, where it was kind of iffy, but this one was just terrible. I'm sorry. They're lining up to fight this one there. And they're going in. Oh no! The taunt misses, so does the Icarus dive. Immediate doom on the axe. He's silenced up as well, taking a lot of damage, dropping low. Phoenix keeps the entire Radiant away. So I guess it's gonna be the end of it, but I don't know if Axe is gonna live through this one. No, Axe is dead. Axe is gonna go down. They deny him. That was not a good fight. Didn't they even lose the tower for that? Yeah, that's the power of Doom. And what an incredible, incredible ultimate, man. And yeah, Roshan is gonna be next in line. And I don't think they have a way of contesting this. Not without Axe, not without the Silencer ultimate. Even Phoenix's ultimate is on cooldown. There's just nothing they can do about it. So Newbee is gonna take a free Roshan right here. They're probably gonna put it on the Phantom Assassin, I'm guessing. Oh, they plan on swapping him out, but BKB used. No! No, no, no! They didn't grab it in time! The Vengeful Spirit picks up the hand, just gonna get taken down twice, but I think that's actually that's definitely worth it. It's just the Vengeful Spirit. She doesn't matter that much, and at the same time you denied him an Andrews. No, that was just terrible. God, Newbee, what you doing? What you doing? I'm sorry, I'm not very happy with that. You could have easily taken it, you had plenty of time. Oh well, talking about items though, we've got a BKB now on the Phantom Assassin. On top of her Battle Fury, of course. Doom, yeah, is just working towards a refresher, probably. Could be something else. I don't know, Doom really, like, he got a Shadow Blade. I wouldn't have bought a Shadow Blade, so I have no idea what he's actually gonna get. Ogre got himself his Aghanim's, so this guy's actually really fucking powerful now. And Skywrath Mage, she's just suffering, working towards a Voice Staff, almost got it. And of course the Dagon on the Elder Titan, coupled with the Hand of Myers, is now level 3. So that is a lot of burst. I don't think he would get this if he hadn't, and wouldn't have a Skywrath Mage on his team though. If you couple the Skywrath Mage Silence with the Elder Titan Aura, with the Dagon, that is like, god, that's like 1,000 damage. Like, holy shit. So, yeah, it was very scary, and I can definitely see the value in that. Wait, I was gonna look at something, but I forgot what it is. Oh right, Morphling. Does he have his BKB? He's not going for a BKB. Okay, that's just stupid. He needs a BKB, right? The Lincolns is to cancel the Doom. That is why you would get this Lincolns. Else, if you're just getting it because Lincolns on Morphling, then you're bad. Then you're just a bad player. Like, sorry, you need to make these calls based on the game. You cannot just blindly follow item builds. And I do agree with the Lincolns, right? But I think he desperately needs a BKB because else there, let's count. Let's just fucking count, okay? Got level death, 1. We've got 2 from the Phantom Assassin. We've got another 3 from the Ogre Mage. I'm not sure if the Urn of Shadows cancels Lincoln. Let's say 3, okay? That's 6. We've got 2 from the Skywrath Mage, 3 with the Force Staff, which he's got now. So that's 9. Elder Titan, he only got the Dagon. Okay, so Elder Titan doesn't really do anything in that regard. But that's what, 9 abilities? that cancel your Lincolns that are not Doom, your Lincolns is going to get cancelled. The dagger, like, what cooldown does it have? It's got like 6 seconds. This got 5 seconds. This right here, 2 seconds. 14. Like, there's so many low cooldowns abilities, but Doom actually gonna get picked off, so what's the point of the Lincolns in the first place if you can't do that? And Skywrath Mage gonna be the next in line to fall. And even the Phoenix ultimate used. Oh my god, this is a disaster for Newbee. Yeah, that's 3 heroes that Doom buys back, and he's gonna get the kill on the Morphling at least, so that's pretty good. And Vengeful Spirit goes down. Where is the Morphling? Morphling gets picked off, and that's actually gonna end up being an okay fight for Newbee. Yeah, the big buyback. The big buyback. Definitely very important right here. He got himself a BKB. I can definitely agree with that. I think the BKB is fantastic. Very valuable item, especially if you're going up against the Phoenix and the Silencer. Yeah, for sure. Get a BKB. That's great. That's really good right here. So, I like it. I like it a lot. But at the same time, right, you saw what happened with the Morphling Lincolns, right? It got cancelled immediately, did nothing. Yeah, you prevented a Skywrath Blast. Is that really worth, like, 5k? Is that really worth 5k? Okay, how much does the Lincolns actually cost? I think it's 5.125, right? Where is it? Yeah, 5175. Okay, that's fine. That is a lot of fucking money. How much is the heart? 5.5k. Right, 325 more. And you have a heart. That's what you're picking the Lincolns over, right? You're picking a Lincolns over a heart. That's how you gotta think about it. Or you could just finish up your Scarly, right? How much is a Scarly? 5.6? That's 500 more. 500 more, you had a Scarly. I'm just saying, you really need to justify this cost. Because this is an expensive item. And he's just not making it work at all. And I think this is a big reason why their team is just not looking that good right here. And there we go! Doom just runs in, cancels the Lincolns. And that's a kill, he's dead. He's done. There's nothing they can do about this one. Yeah. Dead. He's just waiting for his demise now. Doom gets a quick pick-off on the Morphling. In the meantime, Axe died up top. Ah, that's unfortunate. This is really not looking good for Braveheart. And you can see, right, like, they had some moments where they really started to look solid. But, no. Every single time they attempt something new, it just turns out horrible. And here we go, another fight. But it's a 3 versus 5. This is not a fight, this is a massacre. How is dropping pretty low, but you should be able to get out just fine. And Sansa gets picked off. Phantom Assassin takes that kill. Phoenix casts his ultimate on nothing. Actually went for Spirit, died as well. I think she dropped to the Ogre Magi dot in the base. Yeah, she did. And actually look at that. Oh, the BKB. Not the BKB, the Mask of Madness. Now, this Mask of Madness I think is very cocky. I can definitely see it working, but only because of the BKB. Right, if she didn't have a BKB, no. But because she does have it, yeah, I can see this happening. This seems solid. She can also basically solo kill the Phoenix Egg instantly with that, right? You got the Ogre Magi buff, you've got the Mask of Madness attack speed buff, you got the BKB to prevent any interruption. You can just take down that Phoenix Egg really quickly. And you gotta keep in mind, right? If you kill a Phoenix Egg, that's not like killing like a Shadow Shaman ultimate or something like that. You don't just kill the damage, you kill the fucking hero. Phoenix is dead if you kill that. And that's pretty important. That's quite valuable. Oh, Axe. He gets jumped. He might just go down right here. BKB used from Moo. He's dropping low too, but Axe, yeah, he's gonna get picked off. The Earth Splitter coming out as well. God 7 gonna get stunned up by that one. I guess it wasn't really a stun, was it? But that's another kill for Newbee.
Someone's having technical difficulties.
And it seems Newbee, really, they are still strong. Like, you can tell. They got this figured out to an alpha. This is still definitely a great team. Now, look. I am so not happy with the way this Morphling is playing. I'm totally not. I don't like this guy. I just hate the Lincolns. I just hate it. I think this Lincolns right here is why they're losing. I really do. Like, this item, you didn't do well early. Right? You didn't have a lot of money. And then you buy an item that does nothing for you. And it could be fine. If only you had a BKB, but you don't. So what's the point of it? Phantom Assassin is soon going to have her big basher, the Abyssal Blade. Which, that's gonna be just... I feel like if she gets that, and then they take a fight, they're going to win the fight and win the game right there. Simply because that they cannot deal with that much damage. Double damage coming out now. Yeah, they're looking for this. They want this to use this opportunity. I got all of their ultimates ready. Except for the Earth Splitter, but that's not that important, right? Earth Splitter is a good ability, don't get me wrong. It's just not that important. It's really not. That should be a tower kill down here. Maybe not. I wonder what they're so afraid of. Doom is hiding in the back. This is where I personally would prefer the Blink Dagger. But it seems to be working fine for him, so, you know, I guess that's okay. And he actually activates the Shadow Blade. They didn't see him. They don't have any detection. He went invisible just before that wave of terror, so they don't know he's there. That doesn't quite matter because they're just gonna take the tower and then get the hell out of there. So, is that it? She needs 50 more. Gonna sell the TP. Ah, you impatient motherfucker. And it's gonna grab the good old Abyssal Blade. So she hits for how much? Come on, give me a crit, baby. Come on. Give me a crit, baby. Come on. There we go, 1400. Yup. Gotta keep in mind. It's, well, he has got 14 add armor. This guy got 3 add armor. So it's almost pure on Morphling. Like, that 1400 crit is almost pure. For him, it's almost pure for the Vengeful. It is almost pure for the Silencer. It is not in any way pure for the Phoenix though, because god, this guy got a lot of fucking... got a lot of armor. He's going for an Aghanims. I hate Aghanims on Phoenix. I'm sorry, it's terrible. I think he might be getting this to deal with the Doom, right? Like, if somebody gets doomed, he might be able to just pull them into the egg. I don't know if that actually refreshes that. It might. Well, either way, it's gonna prevent some Doom damage and... You know, like, they're not gonna do anything anyway. So, might as well pull him in and try to save him that way. So, I can see the point of that, but I still don't like it that much as an item in general. Phoenix, I usually forgot to use the Shiva, though! He didn't use the Shiva. And Carrot, he is doomed. He ain't doing anything. Vengeful gets taken down. Morphling next in line gets picked off, murdered on the spot by the Phantom Assassin. The Natural Order does a lot in that encounter, and that's 3 heroes dead. And, you know, Axe is still running. He's gonna end up being fine, but... not a good fight. Not a good fight. And Braveheart, while I really want to like you, you are kind of fucking up, man. You're kind of fucking up. This mid tower is gonna go down right here. 1300, 1400 crits. God, Phantom Assassin, chill your titties, man. And that's gonna be a big kill. And I feel like they're gonna proceed into the base. Yeah, they're not afraid of anything right here. Buybacks from the Morphling. But I don't have any ultimates. Silence was used. The Phoenix Egg was used. It just got nothing. I'm gonna try to defend us, but Lincoln's already cancelled before the fight even began. It's gonna be a bit of an annoyance for the Ogre matcher right here. And actually Swap coming out on the Titan just activates the BKB and walks the hell away. So yeah. This just seems to be out of hand, yep. They put up quite a fight though. I gotta hand that to Braveheart. Like the whole what was it? Ags. I was gonna say Aegis, but that's not his name. Axe pick worked out really well, I think. Like, it was pretty neat. It's just a shame that they are not gonna win right here. I'm just gonna call this one GG, let me be completely honest with you. Why is Roshan floating in the air? Look, I get that he's Santa Claus now, but he really shouldn't be floating in the air. I'm sorry, that's just bullshit. Oh man. But yeah, so I really like this strategy, and I think the Phoenix was actually pretty solid as well. It's just that this Morphling... I'm gonna keep hating on the guy because he fucked up bad. He did. He did. He did. I don't know. It probably was just trying around, you know. Like, I get why you would get the Lincolns on Morphling. I just think it's completely overrated. Oh, well. So, it seems Newbee's gonna group up for a push at the bottom lane. Somebody's missing, though. Oh, there he is. Ah, there he is. Okay. Even a smoke used. Seems they're going for this now. Yeah, that bottom lane is getting pushed down. Actually, seems they just want to get a pick off and then probably force the GG call.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Oh, and they gotta get it. The dagger onto Axe. He gets big bashed. That's a dead fellow. Oh my god, Vengeful Spirit gets murdered instantly. Doom on the Phoenix. And that's it. That's game. Gonna see the GG call any minute now. There's just no way they're coming back from this. I'm sorry. It just simply is not. And that's gonna do it, I guess. You know what? Like, actually, like, as a shoutcaster, you shouldn't say that, right? You should never say, this is over. But this is over. Like, it just is. I just see, like, maybe we're gonna have one last fight or something like that, but... Yeah, this bottom barracks is going down, that's for sure. Maybe the mid barracks as well. I just feel like the Braveheart team, they were kind of lacking on damage. And the one that's really gonna, like, was going to supply that to them was the Morphling, and he just didn't. And now 2 of the barracks are going down. Seems that Sans actually took a lot of damage for some reason or another. It's not working towards his refresh. He actually got it almost done, but never gonna get to use it. And oh, what happened down here? Scarf Mage actually got taken down by the Morphling. But in return he will get murdered. Holy shit. Oh my god. I know Axe trying to defend something, but without the Morphling, that's quite simply not happening. Gets a big taunt, but Phantom Assassin is just gonna kill him while the taunt is going on. How? Gonna be able to get away just fine. And now Phoenix. Yeah, he's got an egg, but now you're dead. A dead egg. Casual murder coming out from the Phantom Assassin. That's gonna be a team wipe, and that's gonna be the GG. So, Newbee. Seems they still got it. Seems they still got it all down. Ugh. Damn it, I'm tired. So yeah, anyway, we are... Wow, that was a long video. If you enjoyed the video though, don't forget to leave a rating and shit. Don't forget to leave criticism. Let me know what games you want me to cast, like if you got a team or something, right? And I hope to see all of you tomorrow. So goodbye, everybody.